you who are just joining us here on the live stream from Amsterdam, welcome. This is your Cisco Live 2024. We are coming to you from the beautiful Rye here in the hub, surrounded by all of the excitement of the final day of the show. The social media lines remain open. Please continue to send in your comments, your quotes, your photos, and all of your questions using hashtag Cisco Live EMEA. Our social media team is standing by. We want to hear from each and every one of you. And again, if you miss any one of our sessions, no worries at all. They're all waiting for you right there online at ciscolive.com. You can check out that VOD library whenever you would like. All right, now we are going to talk a little IoT, always a fantastic topic at any and every one of our Cisco events. I'm joined here in the studio by Samuel Pasquier. Samuel is our VP of Product Management for Industrial IoT. How are you, my friend?
Very good. You know, last day at Cisco Live, amazing, amazing.
It's blown by so incredibly quickly, and I'm glad that we got you back into the studio. We had a great conversation before, and you've got another guest here in the studio with us right now. Why don't you introduce Emmanuel? I'll get out of the way, let you do your thing, and I'll be waiting right here when you're done.
Thank you, Steve. Well, I'm very happy to be here, and today with me I have Emmanuel Rotier, Vice President of Smart Industry at Orange Business. So thank you so much, Emmanuel, for joining me here.
Thank you, Samuel, and thanks for having me here on stage.
Thank you. So, you know, Emmanuel, so everyone knows Orange as a service provider, but Orange Business, tell us a little bit more.
So, Orange Business is the B2B arm of the Orange Group. So, we are a leading operator and digital services integrator. So, we provide transformations, digital transformations, sustainable and efficient to our B2B customers. So we do that in combining our strengths in cybersecurity with Orange Cyber Defense, connectivity, cloud, and data. We provide, thanks to our platforms, but also to the ecosystem of partners, the transformation and the data elements and efficiency of our customers, you know, on a global basis.
Okay, that's really interesting. So you said a magic word, digital transformation. I think all our customers this week at Cisco Live are talking about that and want to leverage that. You have been doing that for some time, but what change did you see in the market? You know, how have you seen things evolving recently?
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm fighting with the ear, but I think I'm going to do it without it, okay? So we've seen, I would say, many things, you know, happening in the market. So first, you know, the OT world is definitely, I would say, adopting the IT technology. So it's a must, I would say, in order to go towards the operational efficiency, and also the IT players have been adopting, I would say, and putting and embarking the OT requirements into their product. So that's the first element. Second, what we've seen also is the cybersecurity. So the operations, the OT world is the first target of the cyber attacks. For example, manufacturing is by far the first divisions, I would say, or activities which are being targeted by cyber, I would say, attacks. Second, or third, I would say, we have also seen, I would say, that the OT environment or OT sites and teams do not have so much IT expertise, meaning that they need to have the IT capabilities to design, deploy, and operate those IT technologies to support their operations.
So, you know,
and finally, maybe a last point, it's about the regulation. So regulation is also happening. We see more and more, I would say, stringent regulations in cybersecurity domain. And just taking the example of NICE 2, right? I would say, which is going to be, I would say, mandatory by the end of the year, right? Around October for sure, where basically it's going to impact more than 300,000 organizations in Europe, but even more, you know, beyond Europe, companies being part of the supply chain of Europe, you know, will have to comply with NICE 2.
No, that's for sure. So, listen, Orange and Cisco have been partnering for more than 30 years now, and we have been working together on the IT world. So, how are you addressing this customer challenge and this customer need with the Cisco technology? You know, how are you helping those customers?
So basically, I would say we also on our side, Orange, you know, IT players. So we also developed and acquired OT expertise, and this is needed, you know, to better understand our customers, to embark their needs into our solutions. So we indeed made our solutions evolving in order to embark those OT requirements and also to make sure that the OT world standards are part of our IT solutions. So we also have the capacity to deliver in the field, so on these sites, but also globally, those IT solutions made for OT. And furthermore, I would say the gaps that we see on the IT technologies and capabilities on the OT side. So we help our customer to basically bridge that gap in offering managed services. The expertise that we have in-house in terms of OT and in terms of IT, which are so crucial for the OT in their digital transformation. So we make them available to our customers through our managed services.
So, it's been a very busy week at Cisco Live this week, but on Tuesday, I saw a blog post from you, Emmanuel. I saw quite some news on your side. So what have you launched this week? Tell us more about it.
So actually, we started to launch 2 services, and I will come to the, I would say, post that you are just talking about. The first, I would say, service that we've been launching was about managed industrial LAN. So it enables to provide, I would say, the optimal performance of a LAN into, I would say, an OT environment. We have launched also managed security services, enabling to address, I would say, the threats of the OT domain and then to help, I would say, our customers to address that threat with our service. But we went a bit further. We basically use Cisco capabilities in terms of networking, but also cybersecurity with CyberVision. So we embark CyberVision into the switches, Cisco switches, in our offering in order to make that a unique platform in order to deliver both an optimal performing OT network and cybersecurity, I would say, assessing the cybersecurity threats for the OT world at the same times. And so basically this new service enables offer 4 new elements to the customer. So first, it enables to deploy and manage a zero trust architecture, right, with OT sensor. Second, we are basically addressing the challenges of our OT customers with the optimal performing OT network, but also the optimal cybersecurity part, right? And finally, we also offer one single player, a leader in cyber defense and in networking, being responsible for both services on the cybersecurity side, but also on the industrial one. And finally, it also enables our customer to, I would say, reduce their TCO. And why? Because basically we simplify the architecture with that platform, but also we reduce the needs for, that our customers are facing in terms of resources, which are scarce and expensive.
So listen, it's a fantastic news, and obviously at Cisco and as a leader in industrial networking, I'm very excited to hear about that. I have one last question for you, Emmanuel. So why Cisco? Why the Cisco Industrial IoT portfolio?
So Samuel, we've been partnering for many years now, 25 years actually, right? And you've been present in the industry world, I would say for a long time also, around 20 years, right? You prove it here. Your portfolio in terms of industrial IoT equipment, is definitely very wide. Switches, routers, and even, on the cyber defense part, you are present on the IT and the OT. So you are present locally and globally. And for us, being a global partner, that's very important. We can count on you to support us towards those OT customers to build up the right services, like we just announced, in order to address their challenges in the OT world.
So, well, listen, Emmanuel, thank you so much. Thank you for the trust. Thank you for the partnership over the years. It's been amazing. Cannot wait to see what the service is going to deliver over the next 12, 18 months. And we'll be back at Cisco Live to talk more about it. So thank you so much for joining us today at Cisco Live. But before we are done, I have one last word I want to share. We have a very amazing customer, Audi, and Audi was recognized by the Customer Advocacy Award. The Cisco, the Audi IT team, as well as the EC4P team within Audi, the Edge Cloud for Production team, for this industry awards. And I really want to thank the Audi team for the amazing work that they are doing. their work in trying to bring the data to the cloud, to extract the information, to secure the plant floor has been amazing, and I think it's a moment in the industry that is going to be defining the future. So thank you, Odi, for your partnership, thank you for your trust, and congratulations on this amazing award. So congratulations to you. That's it, Steve.
Bravo, Samuel, well done. Yeah, congratulations to Audi IT and the EC4P team for winning the award. Really exciting. And Emmanuel, I'll add my thanks in on the Cisco side. We really do appreciate the partnership, and we're so glad that you are able to join us here today. All right, thanks. Okay, what we're going to do now is keep the industrial IoT conversation going. Rob Boyd is out at the coffee demo in the world of solutions. Hey there, my friend.
Hey, Steve. You know, so what drew me to this one is not just the fact that we're talking about IoT, of course. It's specifically secure industrial IoT. And yes, they're making coffee here, which begs the question, how many Cisco engineers does it take to make a cup of coffee? Turns out it doesn't take that many engineers, but it's a lot more complex than maybe it needs to be, but it proves a point. Ruben, thank you so much for taking time with us. I wonder if you could walk us through how you're using this overly complex coffee creation device to educate people on what's important here.
Thank you. So what we're looking at here is a coffee making machine, right? So let me go switch this on. And what we're generating is these coffee capsules. You have a grinder there that's grinding the coffee and putting it into these capsules, and we're sealing the capsules for freshness, and that you see it getting spit out over there on the side. So this is the physical aspect. It represents a machine that is manufacturing these capsules. This whole machine is being run by this control system down here. So we've got a Schneider PLC, we've got a bunch of I/O, we've got some drives that are running this whole automation system here. And this entire automation system that you see here is connected through a Cisco Industrial Ethernet network. And this is where all the magic happens. Okay. So if you go up to the screen up here.
Yeah, he'll follow us. So explain, because I think the biggest thing you were telling me about is obviously coffee machines, good size to have on the show floor here, but these are generally connecting into very large manufacturing apparatus that may or may not have network connectivity, and a lot of times when it does have network connectivity, someone added it on without thinking through all that might get them in trouble. Is that okay to put it?
Exactly, that's the problem. And so we've been supplying industrial control networking for our customers for over 2 decades now, right? And the main problem right now is that people have not been paying attention to security. And that's where Cisco is layering in functionality on top of the network to help our customers secure their industrial control system. So what's happening here is that we have deep packet inspection built into the Cisco industrial networking portfolio. Okay. And that is helping our customers understand what the security posture of the control system looks like. Yeah. So what you're seeing here is everything that's connected to the network is now visible on the screen. This is Cisco CyberVision, and it's showing you the posture of the control system. Okay. Right? So our customers understand the quality of the coffee they're manufacturing, but they're not paying attention to the security, and that's what we're helping them get a handle on, the risk, the cyber risk in the industrial environment.
And so this becomes much more turnkey, because you're talking about establishing connectivity where security is part and parcel of it from the get-go, including all the things that we know as security experts. I say we, but collectively as a company, but the idea that it's zero trust network access you have highlighted here, the fact that we need the keys to be stored in a secure manner and distributed at the appropriate time, once authenticated, things of that nature. You guys have already worked all that out, so to make it easy.
Exactly. Okay. So here's a particular Schneider PLC that I just showed you, right? I can click on this PLC here, and I can expose all the vulnerabilities that PLC has, right? So now you can decide, are you going to patch the vulnerability, and maybe in certain cases you can't patch it. You might want to put some security controls around it. That is what we're exposing to our customers here. So this is what CyberVision does. It helps them understand what the security posture, their risk in the OT environment looks like. Gotcha. Let me just take you to this.
Got 1 minute left. You tell us what's here.
Yeah. Let me take you to this next screen here. The second big problem that they have is they're purchasing these machines from various parts of the world, and they need those vendors to come in and service those machines, right? And now you're letting somebody into your environment, and you got to make sure that you're doing that securely, right? We have built zero trust network access into our industrial networking, so now you can control policy from the cloud and get access to anything that's connected to the network, even if it has a private IP address. And what I'm showing you here is by one click, you can go in and program the PLC.
Perfect.
From anywhere in the world.
Because this is all about scale. We show it with the one thing, but any given customer, even small ones, are going to have hundreds to thousands of PLCs that need to be controlled. We need to make that as simple as possible, give them one throat to choke, one pane of glass, all those terms we love to use. Well, Ruben, thank you so much. Guys, if you get a chance, come by here, check out how this works. That's the fun part about IoT. They always have a lot of good show and tell. But I did learn, insider tip here, don't come for the coffee. They're not actually serving coffee, but not a big deal. We got lots of coffee, lots of orange juice everywhere else. But come see how it could be done in the IoT booth. Steve?
Rob, I appreciate it. Thanks to Ruben as well for that great demo. We're going to wrap up our section right now on secure industrial IoT. We're going to take a very short station break. I'll be back with you with the next great story. Don't go away.